The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will join the Queen on the royal barge during the Thames pageant to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. More than 1 million people are expected to line the banks, bridges and parks along the river to see a flotilla of 1,000 ships, boats and other vessels. Philippa Thomas has more details.
This is how the organisers hope the Jubilee pageant will look. 1,000 boats and 20,000 people on the Thames, viewed by 1 million more on the riverbanks. It'll be the biggest such gathering since the pageant for King Charles II in 1662, immortalised in this famous Canaletto painting. But the River Thames today presents much more of a challenge. It's half as wide and twice as fast. To slow down the flow, they'll be closing the Thames barrier. And instead of passing under a single span, the pageant will sail under 13 bridges. At 2:30, the Queen and Prince Philip embark the royal barge, the Spirit of Chartwell. The Royal Jubilee bells start ringing on the floating belfry leading the procession. At 3, they ring nationwide as the Queen, with Charles and Camilla, William, Kate and Harry, sails under Chelsea Bridge. 50 screens will line the length of the route so people can see the flotilla. There'll be live music to match London landmarks, like the James Bond theme for MI6, before the vessels head past the Palace of Westminster, the London Eye, and, with dam busters playing, the Royal Air Force Memorial. At 4:15, the royal barge will halt just downriver of Tower Bridge, where an hour or so later, the national anthem concludes a day filled with music.
The sounds are just phenomenal, from choirs through to big bands, orchestras, through to traditional instruments being played on the Thames.
Together we've done it together. Performers like the jubilant Commonwealth Choir have been rehearsing for months. Prince Charles has now tested one of the 8 new bells cast for the occasion, each named for a senior royal. And behind the scenes, the security forces have tested dozens of scenarios for trouble on the day. There'll be 5,500 police officers on duty. All but 3 of the Thames bridges will be closed to the general public, and there'll be strict security checks for those permitted to view the pageant from above. Philippa Thomas, BBC News.